In this lesson, we are going to look at forming a question, developing a hypothesis, and using some research. Experiments involve a question about causal relationships. For instance, does watching TV cause your heart rate to increase? Does completing 20 minutes of homework a night in maths improve your test results? Or, does listening to Kanye West 30 minutes a day reduce your IQ? These are all questions that can be answered using experimental design. The question could start from a brainstorming session, or you may have already read something somewhere and now you want to design an experiment to find out more about that. Either way, coming up with a question is a good starting point. Next, good experiments generally have a hypothesis which we are going to test using data. Usually, the way that experimental questions are worded already implies a hypothesis because they include a direction in the way that they see the end result happening. Consider the question, does watching TV increase your heart rate? In a way, the question implies a hypothesis, namely that there is an assumption that people's heart rates might increase as they watch TV. So for this experiment, I might write the following. Does watching TV increase a person's heart rate? I believe that the heart rate of people who are watching TV will be increased compared to those who are not watching TV. What we are lacking at this point is the third key ingredient, and that is research. There needs to be a little bit of research that underpins the experiment that we are about to conduct. For this segment, I will show you some research tips in Google Docs to quickly develop a problem statement. I will also show you a tool that you can use in Google Docs that will make referencing a breeze. What we can do is we can go to the tools bar up here and click on Explore. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to look up something that relates to my experiment. So does watching TV increase heart rate, and see if we can find anything. So let's have a look at here and see what it says. And if we want, we can do something really quick. I'm going to hit Command F, which is basically find. And what I'm going to find in here is heart rate. I'll check out this newsroom one.
Tomorrow for sure.
Researchers have found that binge watching TV can cause pre-sleep arousal. That means physical and mental activity like a everybody put your hands in the air. Pounding heart rate. Now, I want to reference that because this is not my idea. I was looking at this website right here, and so I just click on the site as footnote. I click on that. It puts a footnote there, and if you look at the bottom of this page, I will have my link there. As you're doing a lot of research online, it's really important that you save anything that you think might be related to your experiment somewhere in your document. You never know when you might need it later on. There are 3 types of research that you generally want to have on hand for your entire experiment. Number 1, ideas for starting the investigation. Number 2, ideas for how to conduct the experiment. And finally, number 3, studies that either agree or disagree with your hypothesis or findings. In this video, we discussed how to start the process of designing an experiment. A good problem statement in experiments will have 3 key ingredients: a question, a hypothesis, and both of these have been developed by some kind of independent research. In the next episode, we will discuss the first few steps for planning a good experiment. As always, thanks for watching, and I hope this helped.